Hi everyone, this is Cindy Eyler, and I'm coming to you to talk a little bit about 11/11/12, November 11th, 2012. You might have heard a lot of people talking about getting together and doing group meditations or doing different events to work with the energies of 11/11. And I just want to talk just a little bit about what that is, what it means for you, what's going on with me, and how this is really, it's another portal opening, which means, I was at the beach just a little while ago. First of all, I've been feeling the energies building for the last several days. And when you feel energies building, they can come in different ways, like sometimes you might feel anxiety, sometimes you might feel really tired, sometimes you might feel really excited. Your emotions will just do different things that aren't like part of, always the normal thing. For me, my stomach does flip-flops. I get a little, I don't want to say I'm nervous in a nervous way, but that's kind of what it feels like. But also I've noticed in the last few days or week that a lot of people have been going through different issues are coming up for them, like just things not working out smoothly, or you might term it as things, things aren't good or things are bad, or you're having upset about something that's not working out. And one thing I want to talk about in regards to that is I believe it's part of this energy shift that we're going through, because when we go through a big, huge energetic portal like 11/11, and we're in the year of 2012, that means that we have these huge pushes of energy going through us. Now also we're in a Mercury retrograde, and so we've got a lot of energies working with us. We have an eclipse coming up, we have a super new moon coming up, so there's a lot of, if you watch any of my videos, I talk about how the energy just starts, doing different things. And what the best thing to do is, I got an email from somebody asking me, how can I diffuse the Mercury retrograde effects? How can I stop them? Is there a ceremony I can do, or what can I do? And I said, embrace those energies, because every energy that's coming to us and is moving through us, and it, believe it or not, even if it doesn't feel like it, it's helping us. It's helping us to shed old stuff, lighten us up, take us to the next energy level. So, say that you were somebody that didn't really want anything in your life. You're not manifesting anything, whether it's happiness, love, money, a job, travel, whatever it is. Say you don't want anything, which I can't imagine anybody like that, but I'm sure somebody would say they're like that. You wouldn't really need the energy shift. I guess you'd just be going along your life and doing what you do, and you're fine with it. And I guess there's probably plenty of people like that. But, a lot of us, the people that would be watching my videos especially, are wanting to really master their lives and get better at living their lives in a way of understanding it, working with the energy flows, and attaining the life of their dreams. So that's why all these things are happening. So even if something feels like it's not working out for you, and it's making you sad or worried or upset, embrace what it is today, because that just means that there's something else that needs to get in alignment with you to bring even better results, a better situation, a better outcome. So it doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you want. It usually means you're going to get better than what you want. Maybe it wasn't something you even thought of. But a lot of times we limit our ways in thinking. We don't think that we can get more than what we just look for the basic, I just kind of wanted something good. And we're not looking for great. I mean, we might be wanting it, but we don't go to that mindset all the time. So the universe knows what it's doing. This is a very smart universe. So if you've been setting your intention for things that you want for your life to be or experience, know that sometimes we don't really know how to get there. And we think, oh, if I just do this and that falls into place, then that's going to happen. And maybe it won't. And the universe knows, wait a minute, that's okay, but it's not going to work out like that. You're going to have to do this step and that step first to bring that in. And sometimes things happen so emotions can come out of us. So maybe there's some fear that's coming out of you. Maybe there's some, worry that's coming out of you. And sometimes these things happen so those emotions can move out of us. So it could be a myriad of reasons, You can do things like get healings to, especially my light activation healings. We can go in and look at what's going on and find the cause of it and what's going on and how to fix it and where it comes from and all that stuff. So those kind of things can really help you if you need those kind of things. Anyway, so embrace what is. Don't look at it like that's the end result, because if it's not something that's feeling good to you right now, then I can guarantee you 100% that's not the end result. It's not finished. It's still going through its growth and transition. So you're just still in the steps. So be in the steps and keep, being open to, something better coming along. And don't just start getting upset and getting stuck in the mud about it and thinking it's the end of the world, because it's not. So that's one thing that's been happening with a lot of people. But for 11/11, I was just at the beach and I saw it was high. It's really a high tide. So when I see high tide, I know that the energy is really pushing through, that we're getting a big, huge energy rolling motion and huge shift coming in. So I saw that and I was like, wow, it was really a high tide. So it's not about relaxing, it's about knowing that these energies are pushing through us. At the same time, Mercury retrograde is going backwards. So we've got the pulling back and the pushing forward. So when you think about, like, if you had like a jar of water and you shook it up and down, and you've got water going up and down and up and down, that's kind of what our energy doing. It's pushing and going back and pushing and going back. But guess what? When you're cleaning a jar or a bottle and you're shaking it like that and it's cleaning it, it's the same thing. The energy is cleaning us. It's moving it back and forth through us. So we're going to feel a lot of shake-up. We're going to feel that nervousness, that worry, that unknown, not knowing what's going on. People are going to act weird. All kinds of different things are going to happen because it's cleaning our energy up. Okay, a lot of different emotions will come up because it's cleaning those energies up. Now, what I asked about 11/11 was, it's really important because we're in the year 2012, so it's even more important. What I was asking God and the angels and Jesus and Mary, what is the best thing we can do for 11/11, and what I heard was to fill yourself with as much light as possible. Just close your eyes and imagine white light infusing every part of your body and your aura. Because with the light, the dark has to go. The dark cannot stay in the light. Okay? Light always lightens up the darkness, right? So if you consciously, and I like when I'm really doing a deep anchoring in light within me, I use liquid white light, and I feel it go in every nook and cranny in my brain, through my head, through my whole body, through all my blood, my bones, my outer bodies, which are your aura, which are your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. So don't forget, you're much more than your body. Your energy extends out. Hopefully, if you keep yourself replenished, your energy is going to extend out probably 4 feet around you, just depending on how big your energy is. So make sure you're filling yourself with light. That is the key. Because as we fill ourselves with light, we ascend. We become lighter. And that's what the portal openings are doing, is pulling us into a higher ascension. Pulling us into a higher vibration. And that is all about going into this new world that you hear me talking about, you hear other people talking about. And I just want to mention something about that too. So anyway, that's 11/11. Set your intentions always. I was thinking I'm not going to do a video because I'm always telling people, okay, get really clear with your intentions. And it's like, okay, so what's new? I say that all the time. So I wasn't going to do a video, but you always must be clear about your intentions. So I'll say that again. But know that anchoring the light in you is the most important thing that you need to do right now. That's it. Keep it simple. That's what I heard from God. Keep it simple. Just anchor in white light. And you can put that in your home. You can put that in your kids. You can put, because white light is divine. It's God. It's love energy. It's purity. So you're not doing anything. You're just adding light so the dark will release. Add it to your bank accounts. Add it to your place of employment. Add it to your computer, to your Facebook wall, to everything. It cleans it. I want to talk a little bit about the new world while I got you, because as you know, I haven't been making videos. I just really haven't been I've been in a weird, not like a weird in-between space, and I just really haven't felt like doing videos. So hopefully you're on my Facebook, because on my Facebook I do quite a bit of updates on writing, so at least I am getting the word out, just not through video. But I want to talk about the new world, because everybody, not everybody, but I've heard a few people talking about, what the new world's going to be like and how we are going to live there, and is money involved, or what is this new world? And I just want to clarify something for the messages that I get. Now, obviously, everybody's getting their own messages, and I want you also to tap in and see what resonates with you. Maybe what I say doesn't resonate, maybe what she says resonates. It's all cool, it really doesn't matter. But I really feel like I want to put my 2 cents out there. Number one, I feel like I'm in the new world already. I don't feel like we're going there, or when we get there, and as we get there. Okay, we can anchor that into our experience right now. And that's why I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable being of this world, because I feel like I'm like spinning out in my own little thing, and what's going on around me doesn't really align with me. And who knows, maybe that's why I'm 50-50 chance I'm going to be moving back to Egypt. So if you've been on Facebook, you would know that. And if you're not on Facebook with me, friend me please. My name's Cindy Eyler. I'll put the link. So I may be going back to Egypt. And to be honest with you, I feel like I resonate much more with the high energy there than I do here. I feel like a fish out of water here. I'm not feeling, I feel so uncomfortable here. I feel like I want to just have this expanded, huge, amazing energy of freedom and being of my truth of the new world, which is love and peace and harmony, and everybody has everything they could ever want or need. Not worrying about livelihood, how you're living, money, all that junk, okay? I just feel so uncomfortable. I feel like my energy just wants to expand and be a part of everything. Creator is everything, all that is, and I want to be expanded. I don't want to just be of this body. And I was walking on the beach today thinking, you know what? I feel like when I'm awake, that is my dream state, because this doesn't feel real to me. When I'm asleep, I'm like with people, like in my everyday life, I'm not really around people. There's a lot of people in my city and everything, but I feel like I live, not to this extreme, but what's that movie, like the Stepford Wives? It's not that bad, and that's not bad. People here are so freaking nice. The people here are wonderful. There's nothing wrong with the people who live around me, but I don't feel like I'm like even of their world. And it's cool, I need to go out and deal with everyday people. They're very nice. I couldn't ask for nicer people. But I don't really have people to interact with here. When I'm in my sleep, I have the weirdest dreams all the time now, but at least I'm talking to people and interacting with people and doing things and getting messages, and I get many more messages in my dream state, which is to me not dreams. It's traveling in other dimensions. I feel like that's my life, and this physical thing feels like my dream state. It's weird. It's really weird. So, I really resonate much more with the energy in Egypt just because I feel it's very outer worldly, and that's where I'm really resonating. So I'm kind of wondering what I'm doing here in this physical world. I really do. And I have a lot of questions myself. I don't have all the answers. I mean, I get a lot of guidance and I can help you along the way because I feel like I'm a little bit more progressed than a lot of other people. Because this is my work and I dedicate myself to opening up and getting messages, so I'm just naturally getting a lot more messages that I'm supposed to share with you. So the new world is what you make it when you decide to make it. And you know what, when people are trying to say, oh, there's no money in the new world, or money is here to make you separate, or make some people better than others, or we don't need money because, we're going to be able to have everything. The money issue, it doesn't matter, okay? If you want money in your new world, have money in your new world. Cool. If you don't want money in your new world, don't have money in your new world. It really doesn't matter. It's not like a one-size-fits-all. Get this, people. It doesn't mean like, okay, we're in this world that we're in now that we all have grown and created, the one we know. The new world, the only thing that I can say that will be a very common thing for everybody is the new world will be awesome for everybody. It will be what everybody needs it to be. So if you feel like you need money in the new world, cool, have money in the new world. And if you feel like there's no use for money in the new world, cool, don't have money in the new world. But it doesn't matter. It's your world. We all, even though we're all of this world, we all are spinning in our own truths and our own universes. Even in the world we're living in now, it's different for each one of us, so it really doesn't matter. There's plenty of people who don't have money in this 3D world that we know that are happier than anybody that's rich. There's plenty of people that are rich that are happy. There's plenty of people that are in the middle that are happy. It really doesn't matter. The new world is just going to be a better world. But it is for you to decide, really, if I could have any world that I could have, what would I want that to include? And I think that if you say, we don't need money, you need before you really, not even before, but get clear why you're saying that. Do you have issues with money? Because if you're so against it, then you must have an issue with it. And if you have an issue with money, you need to clean that up before you go. And I'm not even saying you're going anywhere. Before you get really clear and decide that you're going to live in the new world, because it's already here. It's just a matter of you deciding if you're going to live in it and how you're going to live in it. Okay? And just like here, everybody's in different dimensions. So even though we're all of the same world, there's a lot of things that are not in my experience. Like gangs and killings and all that stuff. That's not in my experience. It's part of this world, but it's not anywhere near my experience. So yes, it's happening in some dimensions and people are playing that out and they came here to do that and they like it or don't like it, whatever, but they're involved in it for whatever their reason is. But I have no part of that. It's not even spinning in my experience. So that's what I'm saying. With the new world, it'll be the same way. I feel like it'll be people with a lot higher consciousness. And the higher consciousness you are, the more you won't see some of the lower consciousness. So I'm just saying, and I don't know exactly how all the chips are going to fall out, but say you decided that because this is what I feel like. In the new world, everybody has everything that they could need and want. And to me, I probably won't change anything that I'm doing. I'm going to live simply. I don't want to own any things. Like right now, I just own my clothes and my camera and my computer and a few exercise things and a few books and crystals. I don't own furniture and all kinds of stuff. I don't want to, because I know I work with energy, so I may need to go to Egypt for 3 or 5 months or a year. I may need to go to Peru. I may need to go anywhere. And I don't want to worry, what am I going to do with my stuff? Where am I going to put my furniture? Do I have to sell it? Do I have to put it in storage? I'm not into it. So to me, less is more. I want to be able to pack my luggage and pick up and go when I'm ready to go. Okay? So I'll probably still do similar what I'm doing. I'm happy like this. I don't need stuff. I don't want stuff. I do not want it. So how do, some people that are talking about, oh, there's not going to be any money, we're not going to have money, but we're going to have our property. That's the same thing. Money and property, owning things is the same thing. It's just a different form of money or vibration or things. It's the same thing. So get okay with everything and just know that the lighter you are, the freer you are to come and go and be when you're called. And the freer you feel to say, like me, you know what? I just woke up and I feel I need to go to Egypt. And I don't know how long I'm going or when, but I know pretty soon I'm leaving. I don't have to worry about my stuff. I just have to pack. I don't even really have to pack my clothes. I left clothes there. And so that's my main concern. I'm concerned is having something to wear. So I have clothes in Egypt. I wouldn't even need to really pack my stuff here. I could leave it my clothes. So it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is having stuff weighs you down. The more stuff you have, the more you're stuck because of your stuff. The more things you accumulate, the more you got to worry about your stuff and buy insurance and whatever. Okay, so my world, and it's my new world too, because I've been working on my new world for the last year, 2 years. And I have released a lot, and I am in a state of flow. I do what I want every day. I do what I want. Yes, that's how I live. I get up when I want. I go to bed when I want. I work if I want. I go to the beach all day if I want. I do what I want. And that's cool with me. I live in the moment. I live today. I live right now. And that's what it is. The more you can just be in any given moment and embrace whatever is in that given moment and not worry, the more you're living for you and living in the now and living in your world, in your new world, whatever you want to call it. But the freer you let yourself be, the more you don't have fears about needing or surviving, the higher you're going to vibrate in that new world, and the more you're going to create a world of, to me, the new world is about synchronicities. Everything falls into place when it's supposed to. And that's how everybody lives. And that's how I live right now, is synchronicity. Everything happens when it's happening. And embrace whatever that is at the moment. And knowing that no matter what you need, it's always going to show up for you, because that's how the world works. And you know what? We have that in the 3D. People just don't get it. People just don't live that. I'm not saying all people. I know I do. I was forced to learn how to do that, and that's what I do. I can't live the way normal people live. I live in synchronicity. I live in the moment. I know that everything's going to fall into place when it needs to, and I absolutely know that I'm provided for in every way. So that is what I'm calling new world. And when you can live like that and be like that, then everything is just flowing. And that's what life is. Being able to do what you want when you want, and know that you're going to be provided for no matter what. And if you have that knowing, then it happens. But if you worry and you don't trust that, then it doesn't happen so easy. So if you're not having that in your life, it's time to learn how to do that. And when you do that, you will experience your new world. Do you need a ton of money? No. I would personally like to not have to worry about money being my way of paying for everything. I would like to just be able to just teleport or get from here to Egypt, just like, bewitch, wiggle my nose and I'm there. And that's cool. I'd like that in my new world. But to be honest, I don't know what my whole new world is going to encompass. But what I care about right now is the things that I told you about. And as long as I know that I can do whatever I want, and I feel and I can feel comfortable, and I can vibrate with people that are like my vibration, and I can do my dedication to my work, my spiritual work is huge. And that is what really matters to me, is that I can continue to do my work in the way I need to do it for the reasons I came here to do it, help the people that I came here to help, and help the world as it transforms and grows into something amazing. And I believe that if, you know, how it is now with the government and all the, what do you call it, all the people that are just living in the lies and just not of integrity, they'll probably, you know, I'm not going to try to change, and I don't try to change anybody. So if they're going to do that, they'll just keep spinning in that, and that's cool. But we all have a decision of where we want to spin and what we want in our experience. So it's time for you to start living that experience and moving up in your experience. So as I continue to do what I'm talking to you about, I know that I'm going to shift and keep moving up to higher dimensions. Right now, you are in my realm. I'm, you know, the friends that I have on Facebook and things like that, they're in my realm. Will they continue to be in my realm? Well, that would be cool. If they continue to work on themselves and keep moving up the ladder, then yes. But if it gets to a point where I keep moving and they don't, like you just keep staying where you're staying, no. I mean, there's going to be a separation of our I mean, there's never a separation of vibration, but our gap will get so huge that I will not be a part of your experience anymore. And that's okay. You know, somebody else will step in and be that part of your experience. And I will continue to grow and help people that are wanting to grow and expand and move up like I am. So that's just the way it works, folks. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Remember, 1111 is about anchoring in the light. There's tons of angels around here right now. I've got seraphim angels here and Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael big time around me. I'm going to send them all around you to help you with this shift tomorrow. Some of you, the shift has already begun. And join some of these online groups that are doing meditations and things for 1111 to strengthen your experience. And I highly invite you to do that. In fact, tomorrow I am involved in an online Blog Talk Radio event where there's going to be several people like me. I don't know any of them, but except who invited me, who the host, Sonia, who put it together. So you can certainly join us on Blog Talk Radio. It's on 11/11 in the East Coast. It'll be 4 p.m. I think, or 6 p.m. Sheesh, I don't know. I think it's 4 p.m. East Coast time, and so that would be 1 p.m. Pacific Coast time. But go on Facebook and check it out for the details. I'll post it again. But go on Blog Talk Radio. It's free, and it's an hour, and we're going to be helping you to incorporate these higher energy waves that we're working with. Okay? Well, that's it for now. Please friend me on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I don't know, keep watching my videos. I hope you enjoy your shift, and just hold on to your hat, because this month of November is going to be full of shifts. I hope I can come back for another video soon. We'll see how that goes. But until then, take care, and thank you for listening. Talk to you all later. See ya.